out of time. I know I'll see you soon, but until then, this one's for you. I swear that you're gonna let me play. Said it's in your way. If only I could go back in time, 'cause it's still on my mind. I've been ashamed for way too long. This one I'm writing for you. This is a song for John. You will live to play another day. It carries all the scars that were made by you. I saw you the other day. I wish I'd seen you wave. If only I could go back in time, 'cause it's still on my mind. I've been ashamed for way too long, but this one I'm writing for you. This is a song for John. 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 I saw you the other day. I wish that I'd seen you wave. If only I could go back in time, 'cause it's still on my mind. I've been ashamed for way too long. This one I'm writing for you. This is a song for John. 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 So that was a track I've recently written called John's Song. I least think it's called John's Song. It could be Song for John. And it was written on this guitar here, which is an extremely special guitar for many reasons. One, it's a Gibson Les Paul. Two, it was made in 1960 on May the 5th in Nashville. So it's probably one of the best examples you can get of a vintage Les Paul guitar. But more importantly, it's special because of the person it was owned by. The song that I wrote, was Song for John, is about the owner of this guitar, and his name is John Brown. John Brown was a musician, father, husband, granddad, and as well as being a really, really good musician who I looked up to for many, many years. Sadly, he passed this year of pretty aggressive disease that kind of just happened fairly quickly. And he left us in May, and I've just found out he actually died on the same date that this guitar was made, which is pretty spooky and quite fitting. Right, I mean, this guitar is one of a kind. They call these the Black Beauty guitars, and I've seen a lot of these examples in the past. But they come with they come with 3 pickups. But this is quite unique as it's got 2. I think they're P90 pickups, but I'm not sure. From what I've seen, it could be something different. Now, I'm not a very good guitar player. I own many guitars. I've got a Guild D40 American made. I've got a Strat, which is the American one. I've got Godans, Takaminis. But I firmly believe that guitars have got a story to tell, and I think that they've got songs stored within them. And up until now, this guitar has been sort of sat in. I mean, it's a little story about this guitar. When I was younger, I was never allowed to touch it. So the history behind this, my ex-girlfriend was Vicky, was John's daughter, and I was probably 18 at the time. I always remember the guitar. I played guitar from about 13. John used to string my guitars or my guitar at the time, and he'd help me out with chords, and I was a pretty crap guitarist. I'm still a pretty crap guitarist now, but I'm I'm a little bit better than I was when I was 18. But yeah, he used to help me out with stringing the guitar, because I didn't know how to do it. And I used to see this guitar when I go into the house, but I was never allowed to touch it because it was his pride and joy, and it was something that he kept in the case and only brought it out when he was gigging, and he did a lot of gigging, or when he was practicing in the house. But just before he died, I did go up and see him, and it was the first time I've ever touched it. He gave it to me, and I picked it up, and it was I knew instantly it was just what a great guitar. I mean, guitars like this, I mean, even when you strum them without being plugged in, they've got a resonance to it. Even though it's a solid body guitar, kind of resonates, and it's really, I mean, it plays like an acoustic guitar. It's just fantastic to play. But so the story really was, I was looking for a Les Paul for certain projects. I didn't have one. To buy a vintage Les Paul, I mean, it's going to be a lot of money. Price wise, I've got no idea how much this guitar is worth. It's kind of irrelevant because it's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. It's just being loaned by the family, who kindly offered to lend it to me, because they know what I do. I'm a pretty serious musician, and it's my job. And up until sort of yesterday, this guitar was sat in a cupboard, unbelievably, in a flat not far from here. And Caroline, who's John's wife, who I also go back a very long way with, and she offered to lend it to me, and obviously I was a little bit hesitant given the circumstances, but I think it deserves to be played. I mean, songs like guitars like this, as I said, they're not built for just staying in the cupboard and doing nothing. They kind of degenerate if you let them do that, and they kind of get all all dusty, and they sort of start seizing up. And for something that's 64 years old, and for something that of this caliber, it deserves to be played. So I'd like to think that, I mean, the song I've just written called "Song for John" is all about really this guitar and you know what I'm finding out about it, and I'm still finding out stuff about it. I'm taking it down to my mate Mike Podesta from Motor Music on Monday, and we're going to do a little bit of a history search and do a bit of digging, find out, you know, more than just what I already know. But it was quite poignant because yesterday I was waxing the fretboard, and when you wax the fretboard, you kind of it starts pulling up all the finger marks from the previous player, and I could literally see from when I waxed it, I could see all of the finger marks of the scales I used to play, like exact scales I used to play, and that's where the line on the song I brought up is called "It carries all the scars that were made by you," and those scars, you know, when you've got a guitar at this age, you see a lot of people relic guitars now, and I find it utter nonsense. You know, do it yourself. I mean, this is almost looks brand new. But the marks that have been made on it have been made by the owner, by John, and so it's really it's really nice to see, you know, that there's, you know, I mean, I've really given it a good clean. It was really sort of really needed some TLC. The fretboard was really really thirsty. Oh look, there's a mark there. I've just found it there. There's a little notch. It's the first time I've seen that. So there's a little notch, a little scar there where he's obviously nicked it somewhere live. But you know, I mean, a guitar this age, I mean, considering it that, you know, it's 65 years old, that's unbelievable. It's only just got little knocks like that. I mean, bloody hell, look at Keith Richards' guitars. It looks like they've been living at the bottom of the sea. But this is, yeah, I mean, this is really nice to see all those little marks that were made by him. And yeah, so as soon as I picked it up, that song just came out immediately. There was no the chords. I've been playing those chords for ages, but something happened when I picked this guitar up, and I really believe that with guitars, that they've got songs in them. You know, each guitar has got a load of songs in them, stored in them. And you may think I'm mad, but I probably am a bit. But I mean, you know, it's something that I believe. And this, I've already written 3 songs on this guitar, and I've only had it a day. So it's pretty cool. But like I said, it's not mine. I wish it was. But I think where it is now, here in this studio, being used by me, is the best place it could be. I think that, you know, it's going to get a lot of respect by me. I'm certainly going to put it to work. I'm certainly going to make sure that I look after it, and it's, you know, it's going to serve me well for what I do as a musician, as a professional musician. It's going to really it's going to be in a good place, and it's going to be doing what it's meant to be doing, and that's being played and making music. I think that, you know, John would agree if he was still with us, and I think that he'd be happy that it's in my capable hands, or fairly capable hands, in terms of as a guitar player. I wasn't as good as him, but you know, it's definitely here for the moment, for the duration, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of this guitar and hearing a lot more of this guitar on the Lunar Rescue records. That was just one song for John, or John's song. I haven't quite worked out what it's called yet. I'll work it out tonight or tomorrow, before I post this video anyway. But yeah, this is a Gibson Les Paul. So yeah, if you like the channel and you like this little story about this instrument, subscribe. The channel's building very, very slowly. I don't have a lot of time during the days or evenings a lot of times to really promote it and you know, get it out there. So I mean, if people can like and subscribe and comment, and if there's anything you want to know about the guitar, just write it in the comments below, and I'll tell you what I know, what little I know about it.
But I mean, the case is another thing. I mean, when you open the case, my Fender is brand new and it just smells of lacquer. When you open this, it just smells of the '60s. It's got this. It smells like an old violin case or something. You know, it's just got this certain smell. So it's a beautiful story, and it's a beautiful guitar that was owned by a beautiful man. So I mean, if like I said, if you want to know any more about it, I'm going to find out a little bit more about it on Monday via an expert who knows more about this kind of stuff than I do. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe if you will, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.